What is up, guys? It's Mitch or Deity, and this is my last video for today, but I want to show off my electric team. So my electric team is very fun. My water team's good too. I'll make a video over it tomorrow, but my electric team, it feels really fun to play. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this. I will just show it from here, but I will show some of the character things. But one of the things is Granru. I have already awakened her 2 different times. Once you awaken a character, once they drop back to level 1, they maintain their old stats and actually get a bonus. So a level 1 4-star awakened is actually, or 2-star awakened is actually a stronger unit than a 1-star awakened level 40. So even just getting him to this point, leaving at level 1 is fine. Iridan, I just actually ascended her as well as Michael. So both these characters I just pulled today, and I had other units built, but I just swapped them out for these because 6 stars. So I've got very lucky on my electric. So overall, this team is a very good mix of conversion with good like splash damage. So against single target teams, this isn't as good of a team, but against multi bulk enemies, units that take up multiple tiles, especially 3 tiles, this team is absolutely insane. So I'm going to go ahead into each character real quick and explain them. So first up, we're going to go with Granru. So Granru is an absolute monster. This unit is fantastic, and I also, like I said, have pulled multiple copies of them. So I'm currently at 4 of these, whatever, 4 breakthrough 4, yeah. So the first one you get, it actually, if the skill doesn't get used, it allows you to use it on another turn, which holds a lot of bonus. Say if you already have a bunch of yellow tiles, you don't need to go ahead and use the ability, which the ability for Granru is to convert 4 nearest blue and red tiles to yellow, which is fantastic. So as a converter, and then a pretty good damage dealer in multi-column. So as you see, 140 damage in 3 columns. If you hit a multi-square unit, does a ton. And then the equipment is grants 1 magnetic storm per 3 rounds. The next chain combo deals an additional 20% damage to 1 enemy within the area and inflicts paralysis for 1 round. There's a 50% chance to attack another enemy. So this skill can go on to 2 different things, which is absolutely crazy. Once you paralyze a boss, or a enemy, it just shuts them down, and then you get a free turn basically. And I'm pretty sure it works on bosses because I don't think they differentiate between the two, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure I have paralyzed a boss with this. So next up, we are going to go ahead and look at, I did level Dana. Dana is a fantastic option, free to play option you get on day 2 for just doing the daily stuff. And Ansia is a very RNG character. I just had her limit break max, so I wanted to try her out, but she's too RNG for me. Her damage isn't bad, but overall is pretty weird to use. So Nadine is fantastic. I know whenever you look at Nadine as a healer, you need a healer on each team, especially as you're going into Spire. So Nadine as a healer places 1 lantern anywhere on the map for 2 rounds and makes it a yellow square. That, you think, you're like, it's just 1 square, but 1 square can literally make or break a massive combo. So having the ability to do this anywhere is insane, which we're going to get into one of my characters soon. But recovers the team's HP by quite a bit of Nadine's attacks, so decent healer overall. Passing through the lantern also gives you a heal, but the equipment for it disappears at the end of duration. Unleashes light that illuminates 1 surrounding cluster, dealing 30% damage, has 20% chance to inflict blind on enemies for 1 round. So I don't know if any of you have done the side mission that you can miss. Blind creates a situation where they have a chance to miss you. You can read it actually. 30% chance to miss on attacks. So pretty good. If you're getting missed, you're not taking any damage. So overall, Nadine is, I think, a fantastic unit. So I do have them breakthrough 4 already. So with the breakthrough 4, it gives preemptive strikes. So Nadine can use the lantern as soon as he goes into battle, which is amazing. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and show Beverly. So I'm using Beverly. She is another converter. So her conversion is the same as Granru's, but it doesn't do blue. So I will do either her or Granru's, and then I'll switch and do the other one right after, depending on which works out best. But having 3 different units like that can change tiles on a very low cooldown, this is a 2-turn cooldown, same as Granru, that's amazing. So every 2 turns, I'm going to be able to launch a very big attack, and it has been absolutely murdering Spire so far. So I think my electric team, like I said, is so much better than my water team, even though it's not really leveled up yet. This character, like I said, converts, does cross damage, multi-target hitting, and when a chain combo hits a target, it also deals 1 damage to random targets, which is nice. The damage shall increase by 50% with each hit. So pretty good overall damage dealer. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and show. So I did just pull Michael. Michael seems extremely fun. The reason Michael, I think, is going to be a very important later game unit is because of his equipment. So I'm going to go ahead into the stats for him. So he dashes at a selected location, dealing 320% damage to enemies along the way and on adjacent tiles. So when he uses his ability every 3 turns, he can dash, do a bunch of damage to everything, and it's actually a lot of damage. And then it's regular combo. He can do a 2 combo. Units with 2 combos are super, super good because you can put them at your party leader and just move 2 times and get a little combo out of it. It's only 160% damage, but overall it is still pretty nice. What's the other catch? Sorry, and 1 surrounding cluster. So it's just a small one, but very good. He's a detonator, so he can break blocks and all of that. And then his equipment grants 1 stack of Silent Thundermark at the start of the turn. Normal attacks consume 1 stack of Silent Thundermark to deal extra damage equal to 1% of current HP to the enemy. That right there, as the content gets harder and harder, the bosses will have more and more HP. But whenever you can utilize that and do HP percent damage, it is going to be amazing. So every time you do this, it's just going to tick down, tick down. So I really feel like for late content, Michael is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, lastly, for my team is another 6-star. As you see, they're not leveled up because I just pulled them today and was like, well, crap, I got to redo my electric team now, which sucks. I wasted some resources. But overall, I don't mind because having a couple extra units, the units that I had kind of filled a little bit different role than these ones. So overall, it's not too big of a deal if you waste a little bit. Honestly, who cares? PvE gameplay, it doesn't matter if you waste a little bit. So her ability is absolutely amazing as well. So she creates prism tiles. Prism tiles make it to where following direction of connection converts the 2 tiles element after the prism tile into the prism tile elements. So here's the thing with this. She lays down 2 tiles wherever you want on the entire map, turns them to these prism tiles, which are yellow. So then it's like Nadine, but then you can set 3 different ones wherever you want sometimes, which is crazy. And then her overall chain combo is pretty decent too. The damage isn't insane, but she's such a good utility unit that it doesn't even matter. But grants 1 gold march mark when passing through prism tile. Each stack of gold march increases chain combo damage by 2%. So with these prism tiles, it's actually going to give you bonus damage as you're passing through them, which is great. And then also whenever you walk across the 2 prism tiles, it will create additional tiles of additional yellow tiles into your combo in different spaces following the same line as you. So if you hit both prism tiles, you'll get an additional 2 squares just to move, which is crazy. It doesn't really explain it here too well, I guess, or I did a bad job explaining it, but overall, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to do the next floor of the labyrinth so I can show off this team real quick. We're going to just try to speed run it as fast as we can, but I just want to do a video over each of my teams to showcase what I'm going to be working on and doing. So we're going to go into Spire real quick. We're going to go to floor 22. Floor 23 is a pain, so glad we're not doing that one yet, but I might make a guide for floor 23 with my electric team. But the electric team is very pay to win, so as a guide, I don't think it'd be very good. But all the floors are the same between the different elements of Spires, so I already know the mechanics of all the floors because I've already beat it with the water team. But it's still, for some reason, it's even more fun using other teams because it's like you beat it one way and you're like, all right, I got to figure out how to beat this another way, which is absolutely awesome. So looking at this, we're already going in with a ton of yellow squares, so we're just gonna, as you see, do this. It gives us an additional 4 squares. And then now do this, it gives us an additional 4 more yellow. 1 is off our combo, but that's fine because we're going to get a max combo anyway. But one of the things that I was saying that's so crazy about this character, or these characters, is turn 1, you can go ahead and throw the lantern down. So I'm going to get an additional hit here. And then I only need 15, so I'm actually just going to start right here. So bang. And then get our little 15 combo. I cannot believe I mapped that out. Okay, that was actually... I know what I'm doing. Does it look like I know what I'm doing? But see, she's very cool, but as you see, her damage isn't too crazy. But like I was saying, overall, if they're multi-box units, I can do a ton of damage. So actually, with this team right now, I'm using I'm not using the one unit that I was talking about, the HP scaling one, but like I was saying, I feel like that unit is more for... we'll just go right here. That unit I feel like is still more for in-game content, Michael, the 6-star. So I will end up adding him on over Dana, but for right now, it will have to work. So now we can go ahead into another big combo, which is very, very lucky tile RNG. I'm just going to take the damage because it really doesn't matter. I can just heal it all away. So yeah, we go down to 77%, but this is going to give us 2 different stretch attacks. And then there's a heal. It's already, yeah, it's basically already healed up. Anytime I see these on the ground, it never stops me from running over them. All right, so now going back in. So I always have one downturn, which I'm supposed to try to play into, making sure whenever that downturn comes, I'm not caught off guard. But now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, but I'm going to show... actually, instead of doing that, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to play this a little bit slower and save up everything. So what I will do is I'm going to still set... We're going to use his ability over here. If I had Michael on, it pretty much fills the exact same role. But not enough to kill it, unfortunately. But looking at this, I'm going to try to just go ahead and win right here by doing this. It's not gonna be anywhere near enough damage. All right, these bosses or enemies have a lot more HP than I was anticipating. Okay, so looking at this, what we're going to do is go over... I just don't want to waste... I want to show off a huge showcase, basically, of the ability. So we'll go ahead and just go down. It'll take one more turn, but depending on what the next boss is, we should be fine. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and use... I guess I would have cycled back into the skill. This was not the best example, honestly. So I'll just go ahead and use it. It's fine. But we're going to save all the other yellow tiles. So what I'll do here is just go for a little 2 combo. Alright, now this is dead. We have 4 rounds remaining, right? Oh no, it gives us 5 still. Okay, so now I get to really showcase this team. So right here, initiate, I can go ahead, bop, bop, select 2 different prism tiles back at the back to give me 2 additional hits, which is absolutely amazing. Now this can go ahead and convert 4 tiles, which is great. Now we have a very good setup all the way around, but I would like to continue it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is actually use Nadine's thing right here. It gives me a double pass through to connect down to this bottom mark so I can get a 15 combo, but it's actually gonna be way bigger. So go ahead, I'm gonna just do max combo here just to get maximum damage on every single hit. And then really showcase right here. No, we'll go right here. Okay, so as you see, we should just completely obliterate this thing. And this is a very high HP enemy. Yeah, it's already dead before we even got to our combo. I should have went further to the left. I just didn't know if we'd kill it or not. That's what tile converters do. It literally completely eliminates the RNG aspect of the game, which is pretty dang crazy. I cannot believe that killed. All right, we should be able to beat this. All right, let's see how hopefully this runs toward yellow. Oh, it didn't even run. Okay, so looking at this now, I'm gonna go ahead and use him, and I'll just go for a little hit here. Doesn't really matter. And then adding Michael to my team is actually going to be amazing because I'm going to be able to teleport across the map. So this will get a double hit anyway. I would just going to go for the heal right here. And then I am 2 turns away, so we're going to beat it just in time. But I could have just spammed my skills and beat this faster. I was just trying to get a good showing of what this team is capable of. So next up, we're going to go ahead and go up here. And then guards 3 times. Okay. Make sure we're doing a little bit each turn, trying to set ourselves up, not waste our yellow tiles. And then right here, we have our tile converters back. So go ahead and use this first. And then we can go ahead and use this. Gives us a massive combo. and go up here. Bop, 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 bop. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I know the rest of this is going to be a little resident sleeper probably, but hopefully you guys got a decent showing of what this team is capable of. See, her attack's actually very cool. Ooh, we might not be able to reach over there. Oh crap, I didn't get a 15 combo there. Ew. Okay, so looking at this, how can I make this work? So this is going to be pretty hard to make work, honestly. So the best thing I can do, I need to connect the pathing. So we'll go ahead and change these 2 tiles. This is actually way too close. I should have just swayed my skills earlier. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and connect this. I'm pretty sure when you pass through both prism tiles, it gives you an additional square. We're gonna go ahead and test right here. If I fail, it's literally because I did this, and that's fine. Okay, so now we can go ahead out here, bang, bang. Yep, so see, once you hit both prism tiles, it gives you way more yellow to work with, which is absolutely incredible. So now I can go ahead up into this, and this should end up finishing it. Yep, dang. So as you see, the prism tiles are absolutely crazy. Having the lantern placement adds just even more to being able to control your RNG. So like I said, this electric team is absolutely super fun to use, but I think it's actually really good as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's been Mitch or Deity. If you're willing to subscribe, that'd be amazing. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.